Hey there, it's 8:15 a.m. It is Friday morning. It is August 9th. I am kicking back with coffee a little bit later than I usually do because I'm an early riser, so I usually make coffee like right when I get up. But I thought I'd shake up my routine a little bit, so now I'm having my first sip of coffee and I'm making this video. So yesterday I made a video and I was talking a lot about Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? And this is a brain dump, okay? And what I mean by that is like because I was thinking about I did a video talking about my experiences with Jehovah's Witnesses. I went to bed last night and I woke up thinking about the girl that I met in 8th grade, Amanda Scott. Okay. So I came to the understanding this morning through some downloads that I got that she played a big role in my targeting. Okay. Apparently now we all know that Jehovah's Witnesses at that time in the 80s, okay, were really not into anything that was what they called worldly. So I found it really surprising in 2000, I think it was 2003 or 2004. I think it was, I don't know, one of those years. She called me. I don't even remember how she got my number, but she called me and she was talking to me. And I started kind of picking up certain things. Like something made me feel uncomfortable about the conversation. Now, mind you, she and I were friends. Oh wait, I don't know. She was a informant. Okay, I come to understand. She would not be my true friend. Okay, but looking at this from my perspective back then, I didn't know that I was a target and that I was like Prince Alame who reincarnated. I didn't know any of that stuff. Okay, but I do remember her calling me, and I do remember having this conversation with her, and I understood that I was no longer interested in anything related to being Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't want anybody pressuring me about Jehovah's Witnesses. I just knew that her religion played a huge part in her life, and that since it did, and I understand that most witnesses, you know, as an adult, do not associate with people who are non-witnesses. Okay, they'll do it at work, but on their free time, it's not something that's advised. And I didn't want to get dragged back into the Kingdom Hall thing. Okay, but I felt at that time, I felt as though I'm going to love her from a distance, which I did. I never stopped loving that girl. Okay, but she was a Jehovah's Witness. And I knew I didn't want to have anything to do with that, so I kept my distance. Now, I know she mentioned in that conversation that she was going out to the college, right? Or something like that. And I thought, okay, that's good. But it also surprised me. I asked her because it stumbled and it's like, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to college now? Because I remember back in the day, that was something that was a no-no. Somehow or another, somebody fueled something, pulled strings, or allowed her to do this or something, and it had something to do with some sort of competition against me. I'm thinking, because I know the rules of Jehovah's. I remember the literature. I remember the whatever. Now, maybe the Watch Terrier Track Society woke up and realized, you know what, we're living in a time where, people are going to work, women need to work, whatever. And, they have to kind of bend the rules a little bit on that, okay? By that time, I was no longer attending, the Kingdom Hall, okay? If they did let that band or whatever, but it did surprise me. She was telling me that, I do remember the conversation, she was telling me that she was working for a guy, I think he was like in the Los Angeles area, and she was happy, and she was excited, and she liked going to school, and I was happy for her, okay? But deep down inside, I knew that this relationship was going to have to end. See, when we were kids, I was going to the Kingdom Hall when I could. Okay, I was not allowed to actually go to the Kingdom Hall until I was like 17 years old. Okay, that was the rule of the house. Okay, but I would talk to Monda. We would call each other on the phone. We'd go to each other's house. We would do whatever, and we spent time with each other. I understand that she was assigned to try to drag me into this religion. Okay, I do also understand that she played a big role in my targeting, and she caused a lot of the problems that I'm experiencing today. Okay, and what bothers me about it is that she felt at the time that it was great fun. She felt justified in doing it. And you know what bothers me so much about this? Now, because all I've ever known was being sincere and caring really about my friends. This is the damn truth. Nobody can say, if I ever said that I was your friend, I showed it to you, and there is no fucking way that you could ever question it or doubt it. Now, I remember when we were going to school, Amanda had a lot of financial problems because she was being raised by a single mom. Okay. And I remember telling my dad how much I cared about Amanda. And you know what my dad said? He was always concerned about, did Amanda have lunch today? How is she? He was always asking her about. So it pisses me off to find out that the same person that I sat here and fueled my love to would sit here and stab me in the goddamn back and want to make sure that she overstepped me and wanted to have more power than me. How dare she bring this corruption into what I thought was our friendship? Okay, I'm getting tired of dealing with the betrayals, even though Amanda passed away in 2011. Okay, so I knew I wasn't going to sit here and go and take my time to go to Lancaster and attend her funeral and be around a bunch of what? Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, so yeah, it made me very sad. And it grieved me because I kept thinking, my goodness, I would have never wanted that for her. Now I'm starting to understand that, Amanda thought it was like she wanted to get into my business. She wanted to get into my business. She wanted to prove herself to be. I just get so tired of understanding all the root and the nature of so many people. I'm getting tired of having to understand that, that whole saying about, what is that one saying? My ex-husband used to say it. No good deeds go unpunished. You know what I mean? I cared about Amanda. My dad cared about Amanda. And guess what? This woman was doing everything she could to compete against me and stomp me out to try to prove that she was better than me. That is jaw-dropping to me. Okay? But this is the sort of betrayals that you experience when you're someone who's like me. Okay? So, it really bothered me. Because my father grew up poor. And when he found out that, this girl was going to school and she didn't have a whole lot, and it bothered me that she didn't have a whole lot. You know what I mean? I cared about her. And so did my father. And this is the shit that you get. Thanks! Wow. Anyway, I am so done with people. Anyway. But I was thinking more about, the idea of, the Jehovah's Witnesses idea of the new system, And, according to the belief of that, okay, like I said, everybody's supposed to be perfect. Okay, and so, of course, for us to live in this perfect world, there would not be a monetary system. So there's a lot of people, of course, like elites and stuff, probably wouldn't be there. According to, and I don't think that's ever going to happen because they ain't going to go anywhere, right? But according to this, this is what they believe, and this is what they fueled their energy into, and this is what she basically wanted to throw me under the bus for some bullshit. Okay? Because, at the end of the day, as much as I cared about her, and I hate to say it, she was a very ignorant person. Just like my mother, just like all the other people who got into this. And of course, I'm upset about this right now. You know why? Because this is the wind down. This is me having all this extra time on my hands, starting to think about, because my brain wants answers. Like, why in the world would somebody do something this sick? It's sick. Okay, it's mentally fucking goddamn ill is what it is, okay? And while she's sitting here telling me about how great Jehovah is, she's sitting here doing all the worldly competitions that she's sitting here talking about and saying that she's against. Okay, oh, we're not supposed to be like the rest of the world. Okay, like, competing against people in the workplace and trying to one-up them, but that's what you're doing behind my back? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but it's like, I get tired of dealing with and giving the most important thing that you could ever give somebody in this world. Okay, the most important thing you could ever give somebody in this world is to say, I care about you unconditionally. Okay? And then they just sit there and just listen to this, let it go in one ear and out the other, and then they decide to stab you in the back. Hey, I've dealt with it my entire life. I understand why people want to keep their distance these days, okay? Because people know the routine. They know the routine. They know that they've let somebody come into their life, and they know that this person has done nothing but railroad them. So they don't even bother to try to initiate conversation. I get it. People are in their little boxes now. You know what I mean? And I fully understand that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's almost creepy nowadays. People are like not really wanting to deal with each other. You know what I mean? At first, I did have these suspicions because I do know that I was a highlighted person, meaning, I was a targeted individual. People had me like, under surveillance, like at work, exploited. That's exactly what it is. It's exploitation. My house was under surveillance. That's exploitation. As if they don't think that or respect me to think that I deserve privacy. Okay, this is how low these people are. They don't think that I deserve any privacy. I don't have the same like emotions or whatever. Oh, I want people to hear me go to the bathroom. Like this is the sort of ignorance that and evil that goes on in this world. I kid you not. Okay, but still, it's like I have never wished these people any harm. I have never see, and this is what bothers me, and this is what confirms what I'm talking about when it comes to hell. We know that this is hell. Okay, we live in hell. Okay, it's you live in hell when you care about people and you show that you care about people, and they come around and they stab you in the back, or they think it's okay to exploit you. You know what I mean? You got people like always choosing to be in a vicious crowd of people who are like secretly murderous and everything else, okay? But you're the good person and you're standing off like, okay, why is it that I'm constantly getting my back stabbed? The reason why is because we live in hell, okay? And there's a lot of people that are walking around disguised as people, but they're fucking demonic deep down underneath the surface. Okay, and if they're not demonic, then they're ignorant to the point of where they're opening themselves up to some sort of stupid influence. Okay, yeah, it bothers me. Okay, and some people are like, well, yeah, everybody does it, Maria. That's exactly why it pisses me off. Everybody does it. Now, she wanted me to lead me into a religion where she was going to show me that Jehovah's Witnesses were separate from the world. They had higher standards than all of that. They were above all of that, and that's exactly what she ended up goddamn doing to me. That pisses me. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. Okay, Maria, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Okay, Maria, Amanda is long dead and gone. She was dead. Okay, and I do remember when she died, I did have a psychic experience with her. Okay, she found it very amazing that she was conscious. She had a consciousness, okay, while she was dead. You know why that freaked her out, and why it was interesting to me that she admitted this to me? Because Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe that you exist after you die. See, now she's sitting here. Now, if she knew that I was Prince Alamehu and I came back from the dead, and she saw me as reincarnated as a Jehovah's Witness, that just goes to show you how brainwashed she is. Because how could I exist as Prince Alamehu when you believe that the soul doesn't have any sort of like connection once you're dead? You see what I'm saying? It's the the level of mind control and everything else that goes on in this. Okay. Yeah, I'm sad that Amanda did what she did. Okay. I'm sad that, her religion was just a cover for what she really was. Or she may have become. It bothers me that somebody who I spent time with and cared about. I talked to my dad about her because I loved her. I was proud to be her friend. Okay? Silly me. Okay? Silly fucking me. I'm tired. I'm sick and damn tired of everybody with their fucking agendas. I'm tired of people stabbing me in the back and thinking it's okay. It's not fucking okay. It's not okay. You know what I mean? It's not okay to sit here and take advantage of somebody who truly cared about you. Okay? And I will guarantee you there's not too many people who have that kind of care. Okay? And I can take it back. You know what I mean? And I will. Okay? And it shocks me very, like, to no end to know that, like, she would join forces with people that she was supposed to not have anything to do with. All right? To do what she did. Okay, she was a hypocrite in her own. I'm so damn tired of it. Tired of hypocrisy. What else did I want to talk about this morning? But yeah, I was just thinking about that because, what else is there for me to do? Look for a job, or do I have to sit here and deal with harassment? Now, here's another issue. I know that I sent this psychic message that she had something to do with like me wearing wigs and everything. Okay, she has always been one of those people who have talked to me about. Because I've always been into clothes, okay? But she knew that I had problems with my hair as I got older. And I remember talking to her about it. So I think she was just being wicked and evil. You know what I mean? I wear my hair because it doesn't really have a whole lot of taming issues to it. Like it sticks up on end. It's very choppy in the back, and it's just easier for me, okay? For me to have to explain that, okay? That's like, to me, a man who wears a toupee, right? It's rude to sit here and the guy is just trying to blend in and make a big, not making any drawing attention to it. It's his hair. Okay, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? As a black person, to do something like that, double the fuck you. Okay, right now I'm like understanding exactly who and what caused me all of this drama. Okay, and I have every right to feel the way that I do. You know, it's like these people basically helped put my father in the grave that he was in. Okay, and then they have the nerve to sit here and try to drive even more coffin nails into the situation. It's like, you know what? I'm done with people who cannot really be sincere with me. And like I said, if I don't find people who are truly sincere, I'm fine being by myself. This is why I'm by myself in the fucking first place. You know what I mean? Because I don't have people I can trust. I only know brainwashed people, people who've been indoctrinated with a religion that's really a cult. Okay? Like I said, Jehovah's Witnesses are not supposed to have anything to do with any other religion other than the Jehovah's Witnesses. Period. Okay, and what pissed me off about this issue is, like, I was so dehumanized. While I was studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, people were still sitting here talking about me being a bad person. Bullshit. I really took the Jehovah's Witness thing very seriously at the time. Okay, the only reason why I didn't convert is because, you know why? I started really seeing the hypocrisies. The hypocrisies and people's attitudes, the arrogance about them being a Jehovah's Witness. I remember having a conversation about one of the Motown singers had died that year. Okay, and I forgot who it was. But she died in poverty, and you know what Amanda was saying? She was like, she should have been a Jehovah's Witness. Like, that's not even funny. You know, it's not funny. But see, she thought that being Jehovah's Witnesses was so great. It was so wonderful. You know, like, because she wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, well, oh, well, too bad for her. You know what I mean? It's just like, the religion thing got to the point of where it's just arrogant. Okay, and that's why I got really tired of, I would notice those sort of hypocrisy. I also question the Watchtower Tract Society. I also question the fact that, okay, you know, how is it that, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses are, like, persecuting people for doing certain things, but when they do it, they turn a blind eye at it. Like, certain members within the congregation can do stuff and other people can't, type stuff. I had my grievances, my personal grievances with Jehovah's Witnesses at that time, and I saw my relationship with Amanda as separate and wanted to continue to think well of her. See, this is my problem. My problem is that, you know, I am a sincere person. I don't, you know, I understand what it really means to be a true friend. I do not throw people under the bus, okay, and normalize it and think it's okay, and then use religion as an excuse for doing it. That's it. She's double hypocrisy in this issue. Okay, it pisses me off. Okay, it really does. And yes, I do understand that she's dead. Okay, but it's just the fact that I'm starting to put two and two together, that somebody would do something like this. You know what I mean? All I wanted to do when I left Lancaster was to get away from all the drama that these people caused me when I was younger. That's one of the reasons why I left. I figure I could not find a job in the Antelope Valley. Okay, and chances are it's because they closed job opportunities to offer me. So you know what? I can think, okay, I need a place at cheap rent, and I need to start all over again. And I don't recall calling each and every one I used to know that I was still in a decent relationship at the time. I never said, hey, you know, I'm moving over to the next town over. I never called anybody. You know what I want? I seriously wanted a clean break from all your fucking bullshit. All of it. Okay? Whether I realized it was coming directly from these people or not, I knew I was tired of dealing with the bullshit, so I wanted to be on my own. Okay? I didn't need to sit here and keep in touch with all these people who only cared about fucking trying to drag my name down. That's all they fucking heard about. So I moved over here to find cheap rent, to find a decent job, to settle down and raise my son. Okay? 20-something odd years ago. Okay? And then we have people who just wanted to just know what I was doing. How is it that she's getting a job? Because, you know, she had problem school. I had problem school because of all of you guys. Okay? It's like you guys, it's just, you guys don't do shit for me except for cause me fucking more problems. It's all you fucking done for me. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about the class of 1889 and all the other people. I mean, these people didn't give shit about me. I was nothing to these people. Absolutely nothing. Okay? All I did was struggle, and they thought it was funny. They liked causing me these problems. Okay, and then when I try to stand myself up, it's like, it's a fucking joke to these people. It's not a fucking joke. Okay, you guys are responsible for killing my fucking father. Remember that. Anyway, but yeah, what bothered me was thinking about, uh, how, they acted as I had no rights. They were treating me like, everybody has some sort of say over what I do in my life. Okay, like, okay, now I'm going to talk about my son's father for just a second. Now, this is not necessarily a bash, right? But if I found out that he had fucking any goddamn thing to do with it, I'm going to tell you right now, it's like, dude, you know your fucking place. Know your fucking place, okay? It's like I sat here and raised my son all by myself. I never asked this dude for child support or anything else, okay? I was always the bad person. I was always the bad. He flat out told me I am not paying any child support. I took everything on my own and did everything on myself, okay? I raised my son on my own, okay? But guess what? No one ever looked down on him for not paying any child support. It was always Maria's fucking fault. Maria's always responsible, right? And I bet you anything, his family, his parents, and his sister are all up in my fucking business right now, right? If they're not dead, that is, okay? So they're sitting here doing all of this shit, right? Why? Okay? It's like, why are you doing that? For clout? Why? Why would you fucking be bothered with me? After all of these problems, you caused me all these problems. It's seriously garbage. Nothing but fucking garbage. Garbage. Everyone I knew in my entire life was nothing but fucking garbage and hated me because the only reason why they hated me was because I was the daughter of James Gordon. Okay? That was it. I was a black, intelligent person, and this is one of the reasons why these people grouped together to band me up and cause me all these sort of problems, okay? Mind you, I raised my son by myself, okay? Nobody ever said that Bruce was a bad person because he was a person who didn't fucking pay child support. Hey, I took everything on my own and just tried to move in silence and do my stuff, okay? But I'm the bad person. Oh, I'm the bad person, right? That dude's on his job. He's been on the same job for 20-something years. I cannot keep a job for more than 1 year. Okay? I get tired of the bullshit. Tired of dealing with fake people. Tired of dealing with self-centered people. And tired of dealing with evil people. Because that's all I've dealt with my entire life. Evil fucking people. Now, is there anything else I want to cover really quick before I get off this thing? I'm sorry, but, I have the right to say it. I have the right to acknowledge it. It's like, people need to see the shit that they've done wrong, okay? Because they like to convince themselves that they were righteous in what they did, that they were right to do it. You know what I mean? I remember one time her father said something stupid to me one time, and now I kept thinking, why would he say something like that? He was basically saying that I wouldn't have a future and all this other stuff. And I kept thinking, okay, what do you know? And the reason why that stuck with me is because he must have knew I was a clone. You know what I mean? Did he ever stop to think that perhaps maybe if I was going to have any problems, that it was due to outside forces? Like I wouldn't have anything to do with it. God knows I did everything I possibly could. I never asked to be in this fucking situation. You know what I mean? But what did I have to deal with? Competitive people. And my belief system, I have the right to believe what I want. Now, when it comes to the father of, like, Bruce's father, okay, and I never asked this man for anything, okay? I knew that he was totally disengaged. He never had anything to do with me. I never had anything to do or have anything to say with this man at all, okay? So my beliefs are none of his goddamn business. You know what I mean? I'm getting taxed for my beliefs. Why? Because everybody knows I'm somebody who's associated with the occult. Okay, so what? So what? Why does that bother people so much? If they're happy with their religion, why does it bother them that I have my own? Why? Because they want to exert power. They want to sit here and show that they have more than me. I am so fucking done with fake people. Okay, I have long forgot about the majority of these people. I am not kidding you. I have forgotten about the majority of these people. The only reason why they have coming up to my surface in my mind is because I'm unwinding and coming to realize, oh my God, these people involved themselves in my life. When I walked away when I got pregnant. Okay, Bruce and I got engaged for a bit, and then I remember giving his ring back because I knew a marriage with him would never work. So I decided to raise my son. I don't ever recall asking his mom for any money or any help or anything like that. So what the fuck is she doing in my business? What is she doing in my fucking business? She has none. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think what I've dealt with is a lifelong attack of white supremacist bullshit, as well as a bunch of ignorant people such as Amanda and her mother and everyone else who got involved, and basically a snowball hate crime. That's basically what it was. Okay, all the kids from school who used to know me, I get this feeling that they want to talk to me, but the thing is, like, you know what? Hey, if you create problems, fix your problems and leave me alone. I mean, that's, if you want to be one of my admirers or something, do so from a distance. I will never talk to any of these people directly. Mainly because, I mean, it's sickening. It's like, these people wanted me dead. It's like me having a lunch with my fucking people who wanted me dead. That's the only thing I think of. I can't see them as anything other than, like, people who are, I don't know, murderous. I can't see them as anything else. But anyway, yeah, I had to share that. And the reason why I had to share it is because it's therapy for me. Because I see now that, you deal with people and they can easily put you in, set you up in these sort of social situations, right? And try to put you in situations where religion becomes like, they try to enforce their religious views on you. When it comes to like people like the Collins family, that would be my son's biological family. What do you call it? Grandparents, whatever. I've never pushed my son on you. I never asked you for anything. I never sat here and like, hey, Bruce isn't paying on child support. Can you help me? I never asked you for shit. I never asked you to acknowledge my son. I never asked you for anything. So how fucking goddamn dare you get involved in my business? Okay? It's you and your fucking white racist shit. I don't need your goddamn shit. Okay? You just showed to everybody that you're fucking goddamn evil, but somehow I'm still paying the price for your fucking racism. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, now I'm really getting angry. I am getting so angry because it's like, it was unjustified. It was unjustified. Why in the world do you think that I have to explain what my religious views are to you? First of all, I remember, if I can remember correctly, that man, the father of Bruce, was either agnostic or atheist or something like that. What difference does it make to you? Okay, I don't recall him being a Jehovah's Witness. Okay, so it was just these people wanting to get together and have some sort of say and exert their control and whatever. She had no fucking right to do any of that. You know what I mean? So when I think about this sort of issue, of course I'm angry. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here trying to raise my son, which, I mean, technically that would be her grandson, right? That would be her grandson, technically. But I never enter or force that on her, okay? So as I'm sitting here trying my hardest to keep a roof over my head, I got people who are sitting here trying to put me to death. Fuck you! I mean, I'm sorry, but I just had to say that. And I should say it. It should be said. I should be able to say it, and it should be spread throughout the United States, throughout the whole goddamn world. You know what? Because I suffer for something I didn't deserve to suffer for. Okay? I did my best, and I did it all on my own. And if you arranged a job for me, okay, and then sat here and tried to, like, try to pull some sort of shit where I need to sit here and cater to your fucking whims, fuck you too, bitch. Okay? I'm not a fucking Jehovah's Witness, and I'm not a fucking hypocrite either. Okay, and by the way, your new world or your fucking new system ain't ever gonna fucking happen. Okay, I mean, I'm tired of dealing with I've only known low vibrational people who are desperate to sit here and make it in a system that is ruled by the fucking goddamn dark forces. Okay, and you sit here and act like, oh, we're not worldly. We're not a part of the system. You're only fucking representing the system every goddamn day. Okay, you're a fucking hypocrite. And the worst of all kinds, too. Okay, you know why you're fucking evil? You're fucking evil is what you fucking goddamn are. Is what you fucking goddamn are. What else do I want to talk about? It's like They wanted to be a part of this experiment, right? To see exactly what ticked me off. Okay, you're a demon, is what you are. Okay, if you sit here and you try to pester somebody and harass somebody, especially if you're going to do something racial. Okay, I understood that that family was racist. Okay, when I got in the 90s, I understand. It's like, I don't think they're good for my son. I don't think that it's good for my son psychologically to deal with that. So I was fine to exit out of your life. I was more than happy to exit out of your life. Okay, don't remind you, I never called you. I never asked you for shit. Okay, I raised my son on my own. Okay, and so you come in and start your bullshit. Okay, it's all on your face. All egg on your fucking face, bitch. I am not taking responsibility for any of your shit. Any of it. Okay? That includes your stupid fake religion. That's never going to end up happening. You're never going to fucking have your fucking new system. Okay? Because the people who rule this world love the monetary system. This is what it works on. And when you get cloned and come back to the monetary system and be another slave again, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay? I don't want your fucking shit. Anyway, I think I've said enough, okay? And I needed to say it. It's therapeutic. Hey, I know that the Collins family probably wanted to sit here and, like, jerk chains and try to, like, silence me out. Because I do know that his dad, they had, like, some sort of power and, sway possibly in the entertainment system. You leave my shit alone, okay? You leave my fucking shit alone. As you should have many years ago, okay? Because nobody asked for your shit. Nobody asked for your 2 cents worth. I never asked you for a goddamn thing. Racist piece of shit. Wrapping this video up. Take care.